Morning, everyone. Did anyone get an email that would be Hey, Robert? Vernon. Sorry, Amanda is good. We're officially on watch. The baby's dropped. So any day. Mm-hmm. The one headline that I saw was we'll still do reciprocal tariffs. We're still gonna do reciprocal tariffs. Thank you, Kevin. Yes, yeah, he has, Murray. Pauline, Kriya, Tim on YouTube. How you doing? That's right, Sam man. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a girl, Jill. Morning, Wes.
Every day at 12 o'clock, AT&T calls me. It's like they have my number or something at
Yeah,
noon. It's amazing.
pegged in at noon.
Let me say hello to everybody on Zoom. I mean on YouTube, and then I'll come back real quickly. It'll just take a second. You know, Matt, we had 1,400 people watch the morning video yesterday. Did you know that?
Wow.
1,400 people. By the way, did my speakers ever come?
They should be here today or tomorrow.
When?
Today or tomorrow.
All right.
They got delayed.
They got delayed, eh? I wonder if what this delay has to do with. All right, is Trump talking right now? Is he speaking? Let me say hello to everybody on here. We got they tried to sell me their new they're trying to sell me AT&T's trying to sell me something that I really want and I haven't had a chance to get it yet. They're calling me to I went to AT&T about a year ago and I asked AT and I put in my phone number and my email for when the
Fiber?
fast fiber optics is going to be available and they said nope, not available. And then T-Bus came to me about 4 months ago and said, hey, they're doing it in our area. And he was 100% right. And they are now, and they're finished. So they're actually calling me because I asked them to call me because I want to get fiber optic. But I haven't had time to talk to them because they call me at noon every time. All right. 1 second. 1 second. Or more upside. Runner for more upside gains. Okay. So, Phil, 1 second, folks. 40. All right. Sorry about that. I needed to take profit on a stock we were in the pit. We got in at 45.17. We got out at 44.79. Oh, we were in the trade for about 34 for about oh, actually we were in the trade for 29 minutes. Huh. Yeah, and now the market's coming down. Yeah, there we go. You can sign up for AT&T Fiber online. They show, have a chat. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I just haven't had time. I've been really, really busy. I haven't even had a car. So I got a new car yesterday. I didn't even have a time to pick it up. My wife picked it up, took care of everything. She is the best. I wish Clyde could do that for me, but he cannot. Um, Folks, if you're still in Etsy, you can go ahead and get out right now. There's a good chance we'll get back in, but get out. And if you want to hold a little runner for a leftover, that's fine too. What did you get? I got an X4. I got a X3, excuse me, the same car I had before. This is my third X3, and my wife drives the 540 or the 550. I'm not that big on cars anymore. I had two 911s when I lived in LA, and I never drove them. I literally never drove them. I would let my cousin borrow them all the time. It would drive my uncle crazy. Nah, he can't do it with his cat license. But the older I get, the more I like cars to be smaller. My wife's like, just get a five, just get a five. I'm like, it's too big. I don't like big cars. Change your voicemail message to say, if this is AT&T, call me after five. Yeah, there you go. From this morning, a 300 thumbs up. Thank you, David. I was talking about, I was talking about yesterday's video. Yesterday we had, yeah, yesterday's video we had right here. Yeah, the live tab. Right here. This is what I was, here, let me share my screen. This is actually what I was talking about right here. 1423 right there. And then we had 1411, 1340. But this is pretty good. I like that. A lot. I want more and more people to watch this so they can unlearn all the garbage that they've learned over the last God knows how many years. All right. All right. All right. Let's talk about the markets, okay? So overall, Matt, how do I fix this? It happened like half an hour ago, and I know you've been busy, and I tried doing this, and I can't seem to do it. It's like made a big mess here.
Right click,
Yeah.
auto zoom.
Ah, see why I keep you around? Oh, by the way, Rochelle, if you're here, let us know how Leon is doing, okay? Leon was taken to, Rochelle's husband was taken to the emergency room this morning while she was on the call. Ironic, she was on the call. Now that I think of it, it's kind of weird. But anyhow, uh, uh, took my first profit yesterday on SPY, $600. That's very nice, Mary. So happy to hear that. So happy to hear that. Did the Pro Trader dashboard hit your profit for Etsy or 10% on Etsy? It didn't do anything. I'm looking at support and resistance on it right here. Let me show you. Neither. Here, let me show you, Sean. See, it broke this area, and it looks, when we have like this kind of a relative weakness, that's usually a good time to get out because then we tend to do this. That's why I said if you're, I'm out of the trade. I'm very transparent once I'm out of the trade. So right here, sell short or buy put on Etsy, 45.17, 11.34. Starbucks looks just like Etsy, by the way. Take profit on Etsy, hold for more upside. Then I was like, wait, they're going to get confused. So I said, hold runner for more upside gains. Runner. And that's what I said. The runner exit would be right here, Sean, at 44.38. Oh, 44.38. 44.38. That would be the runner. Oh, Rochelle, there you are. You're on phone with him. How's he doing? Is he doing okay? There you are. You're here. Is he all right? Give us an update on Leon. Yeah. Then let me go to YouTube, see what's going on over there. And we got 55. Steve, Jan, James, Jody, Ed, Richard, and Eric, Hoggins, Peter, Eric, Creo, Tim, Creo, Colleen. Good morning. If you guys have a question, I'm here as well. You can watch. Also, I have a class today. It's not going to be at 1 o'clock. It's going to be at 2 o'clock. Give me just 1 second here. 1 second. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's what I wanted to talk about. Have to call insurance. Oy vey. Lance is on at 1. Okay, good. You guys got something to do at 1 o'clock. So first thing I wanted to start off with, I wanted to give you guys some numbers. Now, I mentioned this earlier in the VIP room channel. So let me guys tell you something interesting. So yesterday I was on chat with via email. I was on with one of our members who asked me during the class that we had last week, Thursday and Friday. He asked me if what would happen, how would the pit look if you did not. Now, uh, most folks want me to hold overnight, but some folks just like the day trades. So somebody asked me, what would your win rate be if you just day traded? So in other words, what if we just traded really short-term options? I know Gaston was asking me that a little while back. I know some people did. And I don't like to give out too much information until we have at least 300 trades, because you're talking random stuff there. So we have over 330 trades now. So what I did was I asked our back office to run the numbers and tell me what percentage of the trades we would have gotten out of the same day. Now, I did that for two reasons. Usually, not always, but 95% of the time, if I have a good winner, I'll take it the same day. Hey, Lewis, how are you? Louis, not Lewis, Louis. I'll take it the same day, and usually I'll let losers play out overnight. I don't usually let too many winners play overnight because I cheat, because that's how professional traders trade. They cheat. If you can find a way to cheat the market, you do it. And I've always been open about that. So I wanted to see, but like, what would happen if folks changed my system around and basically didn't buy 3-week options and bought, say, options that expired the next day. You can't do zero DT unless it's Friday, but you could do Friday expiration, right? On most stocks. So your gain would be much bigger. So instead of 10%, you would probably have 30, 40, 50% gains, and they would be very punchy, but you would just be day trading them. So I was curious what the number was, and the number was really good. The number was 73.3%, and that did not take into account any of the trades we did this week. We've just closed 4 trades that were all winners. So if you were, hypothetically speaking, if you were to just trade the pit as a day trading thing and not cheat and just do same week expiration options at the money, your win rate would be 73%. Your average winner would probably be 3 times bigger. And then and you just close the trade at the end of the day, it doesn't go your way. So your loser wouldn't be very big either. That probably would end up being the best day trading program in the world. So I'm just giving you guys, in this market, I do much trade, more profit to accumulate. So I'm just giving you guys, I know a lot of folks have asked me this question before. Not a lot, actually. A few people have asked me this question before. So I didn't want to give you the answer till I actually had something meaningful. So I'm giving you the answer. If you take the pit and just take every trade as a day trade, regardless of whether I swing it or not, your win rate would go from 94 or 95% to 73.3 or about 74%. But you could buy the options. You could buy much closer options. You don't have to go 3 or 4 weeks out. You can go 3, 4. You can go anywhere from 7 days out at max. So you're paying about half or a quarter of what you're paying for that option. So your gain and your liquidity would be much bigger. Eliko said, what is the pit? Eliko, I'm going to give you a link. You can come at 2 o'clock, and I'm going to talk about the pit for about an hour. Sean says shorting time seems better than Delta. Shorter time, you mean? I screwed myself going Delta 50. I couldn't make money on L same day. You need to go 0.70. Hey, Steve, how are you? And thank you again for sending me that nice gift. I appreciate it. I actually used it last night. It was pretty cool. Yeah, nothing changes. Yeah, Peter Jensen says still 70 Delta on day trades. Yes. Yeah, and that's a minimum. You know, you should go 70 or even higher. So you'll have more. So again, that's how I've been trading since February. Hey, Jason, let me ask you a question, since that's how you've been trading since February. What type of gains? What's the average gain you've been seeing on the options in the pit, based on getting out the same day? Can you give me some idea? Just give me an idea. You're not, I'm not going to hold you to this. But let me know. I'm just curious because I know the gains would obviously be quite a lot bigger. 35. That's what I thought. So think about this, guys. Think about this, okay? Put this in your noodle, okay? I thought it was between 30 and 50%. 30 and 40, not 30 and 50, 30 and 40%. So you're right on the dot. If you day trade, need 25. Yes, not most, all, Bob, all, except when you do the loophole, Bob. So you can open up as many cash accounts as you want, and you can day trade in those accounts. And there's no margin requirement, and there's no 25,000 requirement. Okay. How fast do you need to trade on the trading pit with the alert? Pretty fast, Alico. Pretty fast. It's when you hear the word day trading, folks, 7-day options, fast, fast. Now, Alico, I have 7 other services or like 5 other services where you don't have to be fast, but this one you got to be fast. But I wanted to give you this information because it's very good information to have after we've done 330 trades. So think about this for a minute, okay? Now, the picture is think about this, okay? 73 or 74% accurate on 330 trades if you day trade. You don't have to buy further out options, so your options are going to be about half or 2/3 less, right? Because you're buying 2/3 less time. You still have 74% win rate, right? You're not going to lose 100% in the same day on your losing trades, right? Let's say worst case scenario, 50%. So put this as your expectancy. 74% win rate, average win 35%, average loss 50%. Put that in the formula. That's really powerful. That's really powerful. As a matter of fact, Matt, can you do the expectancy for me on that? 73.5% win rate. Let's just do it's 73.333 without the 4 trades we did this month. Are these all level 1? So I want to actually do this. Now, we just figured this out this morning or last night. So this is all new and I'm giving it to you in real time. And this is important. So let's figure this out. Average winner 35%, average loser 50%. I'm giving 30, it's probably 35, but let's say 50%. 50% average loser, 35 average winner, 73.5% win rate. Let's see what the number is. Let's see what
average loser 50%.
Yeah, average loser 50%, average winner 35%, 73.5% win rate, and run it over. I want to know what the expectancy is and what the profit factor on over 300 trades is. Yeah, Michael, Chris. Yeah. So instead of going out 3 weeks, he's going out end of week. Yeah. So the way I teach you guys is this. Now listen carefully. You could do Friday's options. Don't do Friday's options on Thursday. Listen carefully. Don't do Friday's options on Thursday. Don't do Friday's options past Wednesday first half of the day. If it's Wednesday second half of the day, you go to the following week. Capiche? You understand? Don't buy options on Thursday after. Don't do it. Try to stay away from when it's Thursday, just go the following week. You're still gonna, you'll still be fine, you'll still be fine. But yeah, because the decay is, so if I stay in that option, so if we do an option on Thursday, let's say we get out of that trade Friday, you're gonna decay, you're gonna lose a lot of that decay. I didn't say anything about trade size. Jaltman, do you hear me talking size or percentages? Percentages. That's how to do it as well. Jason seems to be following along. Jason, you must have been very happy the last 2 months. I don't see any I haven't seen any complaints from you, so you must be very happy. So I'm good with that.
Okay.
But Matt, you got it?
Yeah.
All right.
Your expectancy per trade is 12.48%.
Say it again. I'm sorry. Say it again.
12.48% expectancy, 1.94 profit factor.
Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Not bad. Not bad. He says it's been awesome. Here's what Jason says. Let me just post it for everybody. There we go. And if you didn't have a chance to get out of Etsy at 480, it's there right now. Mazel tov. All right, let's continue. Lauren says, but how was the ride to work this morning before you get into the other details? Oh, it was great. The ride was great. The car feels a lot more Brett says nothing but complete satisfaction. Why don't you tell everybody else? Next, is it more? Next, is it more? Is it more what, Rochelle? Sorry, is it more? Is it more day trading? No, 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 no. Swing trading will make you more money, but this is really good for folks who are like, I have some people who are like, Roger, I don't like when you hold these trades and they lose money. So don't do that. Just day trade the damn thing and you'll never have that problem. Others must have been doing this. When I started, I always took the 3-week option and would get in and out with your signal. Yeah, yeah. Swing is what I meant. Yeah, you'll make more money on the swing. Our swing trade win rate is 94.5%. Because I cheat. I cheat. But I thought it'd be pretty cool. My timing must be pretty damn good if our win rate on day trades without cheating is still 73.3%. But doing it the way I do it, it's 94.5%. And the only cheating I do is I hold them overnight. And I usually get out the next morning. All right. All right. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. That's pretty good. Steve says I do mostly swings, 95%. Yeah. And we've been at that 94, 96% for a while. Did you find out about your imposter? No, it's somebody. I've been getting a lot of emails, and I don't know if people folks, if somebody asks you, pretends to be me, and reaches out to you and asking you for money, the last thing I want from you, the last thing I would want from you is your money, okay? Please the last thing I want from you is your money. Automatically, it's a fraud. If Matt reaches out to you, if Lance reaches out to you, if any of our gurus reach out to you, and he doesn't have 24 followers. What he has is this. I was very jealous for 5 minutes, Jay Altman. I was very jealous, but then I realized he was buying his users. I looked at his users. Buy Telegram subscribers. Yeah, I can have 100,000 users in 5 minutes. See? I can do that too. It only takes about 15 minutes. I'm doing well, Art. Let me share my TC2000 with you. Yeah, I was like, what? He has more users than me. How can a guy who's imitating me have more users than me? Have received dozens of them. Save your money and buy the new indicator coming week. Exactly, Glenn. Or if you're in the VIP room, you get it for free. You don't. I mean, if you're in the Diamond, you get it for free. All right, here's my TC2000. Here's the Etsy trade we took. Now, how did I pick this trade? As a swing trade, the daily. This was an afterthought. This is what got me into the trade. It broke out of its area. It's still close to the 8-day EMA. I must have told you guys that at least 1,000 times. Following our rules. Below the VWAP all day, we waited for the SPY to come up. This thing barely moved. When the SPY started bolting higher, this is what the stock did, guys. Right here. This is it. I was joking with Matt. I said, oh, Matt, we're down 3 cents in Etsy. And then when the stock started going back down, ba-boom. Steve is a diamond in the rough. There you go. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the market. I have purposely tuned out all news in the last several hours. I have absolutely no idea what Trump has been saying, what he's been doing, and I actually don't care. I'm really like, I stopped paying attention. The SPY is moving up. Now, folks, I'm going to tell you something right now. There's a really good chance. There's a really, really good chance. And I told you this morning, and I'm going to repeat it again. There's a very, 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 very good chance that the SPY is going to hit the 200-day moving, not today, but hit the 200-day moving average. Right here. Right here. Right there. That level, folks, is right at 572.28. Okay? We may even go and hit the 8-day and come out. My big concern is not what happens right now. I don't think anything is going to happen with the SPY. If you want me to be frank with you, I think that the SPY is going to be in this area till it goes back up to the 200-day moving average. Then, after it goes up to the 200-day moving average, then I want to see what it does. I want to see how it behaves at the 200-day moving average. Till I get that, I'm going to be very, very skeptical of taking longer-term shorts. Why? Because momentum, let me show you why. Long-term shorts. I'm okay taking short-term trade. Look at momentum level. What did I tell you this morning when we came into the day? One second. When we came in this morning, we had 447 stocks making 90-day lows. Okay. Right now, and I told you I'd love to see this number below 300. Right now, and I love having this because it gives me a time machine. So I can actually show you where it was this morning. You see, we only have 295. That number is now below 300. Now, I also love the fact, how the hell did that happen? I also love the fact how we bounced above the VWAP. That's a very strong bounce. That shows that buyers are engaged. They are engaged. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Trump, it's a 1-2 punch. The Trump said we're not going to be in a recession. And it can also be partly because semiconductors got really good news. And if you look at semiconductors, they're actually holding up really well, and they're almost near the high of the day. Now, the S&P, I know I'm going back and forth. I don't mean to make you guys dizzy. See the high of the day on QQQ? Look at the high of the day on SMH. See how this is closest to the high of the day? Look at SPY. Again, I don't mean to make you dizzy. Look at SPY, how much lower it went. So what has been weak? Technology's been weak. Trump has been bearish. Trump is bullish. Technology's not weak. What do I always tell you guys? Always try to find out what the catalyst is. Whatever's causing the trouble, that's what has to be the first to go away. You know, like it's kind of like an allergy. You know, have you guys ever seen an allergy? How it starts? It starts in one area and then it goes from there. And when it heals, the area that gets hit the most is the last to heal. It's the exact same thing. Yeah, the stinker, whoever is the stinker, that's the you want to pay attention to. Because folks, like right now, me paying attention to Apple is not going to change anything. Me paying attention to chip stocks, Nvidia and Trump, that's what right now is driving the market. And I'm hoping that Trump will not be the main driver for the foreseeable future so we can just kind of move on and not have to listen to, is he going to say something? Is he not going to say something? Because it makes it really hard. It makes it really hard to trade that way. Okay. And please, I'm not being political right now. I'm talking about the impact on the financial market. I'm now familiar with options, but never heard the equation of what a cash amount is based, what the options cash amount is based on. It's based on, Kurt, it's based on whether or not the option has intrinsic value or time value. The option is made up, it's like a pie, and it's made up of several different slices. And each of those slices makes up a different portion. And depending on how the option goes, that pie changes shape in terms of how big each slice gets. I hope that makes some sense to you. He's tariff on aluminum still starting today. Yeah, but again, remember what I said, folks. I don't care what he does. I care about that he does it and just doesn't go back and forth. That's all I'm. Market needs certainty. A wound can't heal until it stops being popped. When he stops going back and forth, he's going to stop doing this. And then the wound can heal. That's all I want. I'm not trying to say I hate him if he does this. I love him if he does this. I just want him to stop doing it. That's all I'm saying. All right. So please understand where I am coming from. It's very bad for the market. The market cannot discover value when it's a moving target. You understand? It's just real simple. I mean, this is just common sense. Like a steel. Okay. So very simple example. Imagine I'm a steel company. I make aluminum I make aluminum sidings for my roof. Okay. My profit margin is 15%. Okay. It's a public company and I'm a CPA for that company. How in God's name can I make forward-looking statements or I can project anything beyond the next 3 hours when I don't know? You can't. So how can the world work? How can we continue? The engine starts slowing down. It's just simple. I mean, I think everybody understands that, right? Dropped when Canada dropped tariff on electricity. No, Ken, I think the 50% tariff, please correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the whole 50% tariff stop, but the original tariff is still in play? Or am I wrong? Please tell me. I honestly don't know at this point. Can someone tell me, do we have correct? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So yes, dropped 50 back to 25. Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so we're still on the same page. He does, Eric. But and also remember something else, folks. This is silver lining. The market will start anticipating if Trump continues doing that, the market will become cold to that. It's like the boy who cried wolf. After a while, the market will just price the worst case scenario into its value, which I believe it was doing yesterday, actually. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, 50% is in play. Right, 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 right. So as far as sectors, now I'm going to tell you guys something. Even though the market, this is what's worrying me right now. Tell you what's really worrying me. Finally, people aren't going crazy yet. Like yesterday, last 2 days, people were going nuts here. Finally, people are mellow. It's hard to teach the last couple of days. Um, finally, I wanted to show you something that I'm really concerned about. Usually, you notice how this went from, and this is great. I love having this time machine. You see how did you ever end up finding out what happened to the bond market this morning? Yeah, it was there was a huge sell order there. Yeah. Wes, it's not so much the haters, it's the people who are just not on the same page. I think Carlos and Bob said it best when they were here. We have some. Here's the problem, folks. I'm going to tell you exactly what the problem is. We have some folks who are professional traders in here. We have some folks who are almost professional traders here, and we have a lot of folks who are just getting started. And the problem is sometimes I talk to folks who've been doing it for a while, and I'm kind of like not chewing it for people who haven't been doing it in a while. And that's really what the problem is. I don't think it's so much of haters. We really don't have that many haters. And if we do, they just don't stick around. But it's more of people who are frustrated because they don't understand and they think I'm saying something that I'm not saying, but I'm saying something where if I say it to someone like Carlos or Bob, they'll be like, duh, and where somebody else I'll have to kind of say, well, here's what I mean, here's what I think that's what the problem is. Okay. Anyway, here's the problem I am having right now. Yeah. Yeah, some people need a lot of hand holding. Some people need to understand what the VWAP is, and some guys are like, Roger, just give me the damn ticker symbols and leave me the hell alone. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. We have a very colorful bunch. Okay, so I'll talk about, if you want me to talk about TLT, I will, and I should. I could do it right now. I don't mind talking about the bond market. The bond market's actually very important. Not the worst idea to start with the bond market. Now, the bond market going down is not really good for us right now. It's down half a basis point. It's below the 100. It's right at the VWAP. Let's see what VWAP this is. This is the election VWAP. So we're right at the election levels, but we've been below before too. So the next level is right here. Also, there's a lot of support. See this area right here? There's a lot of support here. But it's like I told you the other day, the channel's growing and you have to continue giving the basics to those, even if some of us may just want the tickers. Yep. That's why I'm trying to accommodate everybody, Richard. You weren't here when Bob and Carlos were here in my office. They were here for about an hour and a half on Wednesday before the class, but they were kind of giving me they were pretty much saying the same thing. Like, I just need the tickers. Your tickers are amazing. But some people want a little more. So I guess I gotta make it good for everybody. And that's fine, that's fine. So here you have three support areas here. You have a lot of support. Actually don't believe the bond market's going to go much lower. I don't. The only reason I would believe the bond market is going lower is if not the president, but if the Fed came out with some different policy, and the Fed is completely hatched their bet to Trump right now. Trump is going to be pointing fingers at Powell, and Powell's going to be pointing fingers at Trump. But I think the only way we would get a reaction is like the PPI fell apart tomorrow, and I don't think it will. The employment has been okay. We haven't seen the federal employment still show up in the employment report, but that's something we have to really be careful about, because sooner or later, and I don't know how long it takes. I'm embarrassed to say I don't know what the lag is. I would assume it's about 60 days, but in your opinion, it's true when bonds go up, rates go down. It's not, John, it's not my opinion. It's a mathematical certainty. It's not an opinion. John D says, in your opinion, is it true when bonds go up, rates go down? It's not an opinion. It's a certainty. It's math. It's not yield rates. The higher the yield goes, the more. I mean, it's math. Do you have a trade journal of your trades? Kishore, are you talking to me or somebody else? I don't know if you're talking to me or somebody else. Yeah, it's not a opinion. That I have a lot of opinions. That's not an opinion. That's a certainty. It's a Nathan, there you are. Got in late. Can you ask Gaston about how he so we had Nathan, you missed it all. So I was talking, so this is Nathan, this is the troublemaker that asked me about the day trade. So somebody else was here, and it's what I thought, Nathan. I didn't want to say for sure, but I was thinking between 30 and 40%. The gain is about 35%. The loss is about 50%. So your profit factor is about 2, which is really good. That's closing the trade out at the end of the day, not taking any trades overnight. So just so you know, and you can always watch this over again. As a matter of fact, here's a link. But since you are I talked about it. I actually said that I didn't mention you by name, but I mentioned that somebody from our class. But now that you're here, Nathan, since you asked me about it, don't say that I did. You asked me to do some research, and I did, and it was good research, and I wanted to share it with everybody. Did we ever determine why the bond market dropped? I mean, the bond market's dropping, folks, because yield is getting higher, economy is getting worse. That's why yield is dropping, because we have negative sentiment towards the economy right now. That's obvious. We also have a descending triangle. We couldn't break past the 200-day moving average. We have a descending triangle. The odds are we're going to break down. We have a lot of support here, and we have a lot of support here. Also, the bond market is one of the most counter-trending markets you will find in history. Oh, sorry to hear about your kids, Nathan. But yeah, just rewatch the video. We did it all. We did it all without you, but I'm glad you're here. You could just watch it. We'd spend probably about 20 minutes on it, 15, 20 minutes on it. Those are not margin calls on leverage from brokers. No, Sean. No. So right here is my target. Not expecting a lot of downside. And then whether we break this area will depend on what happens next, and that's not going to be till FOMC next week. Remember, we have FOMC next week. What am I expecting to happen? Mr. Powell, do you believe that Donald Trump's tariff policy will have an impact on rates? We won't know till we find out. We have no certainty, which is right now means we can't plan ahead and we can't do anything till we have some certainty. Once we have certainty and we know what the tariffs will be, then we can figure out exactly what's going to happen. And that's exactly what he's going to say. And you know what? It happens to be the truth. All right. So the bond market's coming up. Now, let's talk stocks. So let me go back to what I thought was very interesting. So I want to share this with you, okay? So this morning, I want to please pay attention. Don't throw me off, guys. I came here with an agenda. So I want to show you this. We had 8 stocks this morning breaking down, and we had 447 stocks. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. The chat is closed. That's it, Ken. We had 440 stocks breaking down, and we had 8 stocks breaking up. That includes ETFs. If you exclude ETFs, that number was 307, and 2 stocks were making 90-day high. 2 stocks. You know how many stocks are on my long list today? I'm going to ask you guys an interesting question. Have you guys ever seen a day where I had no stocks on my long list? Today's that day. But more importantly, now we have only 2. So this morning, 310. If you exclude ETFs, you have 307. Right now, go back here real quick. Okay, we now have 210. But here's the problem. So 100 less stocks are making 90-day lows than they were this morning, or like 100 something. But look at the number of highs. 3. What? This morning, 11, and now it's 3. What does that mean, Roger? Think about this. This morning, this number here was at 307. That's without ETFs. If you want to include ETFs, it was 447. Now it's 253. This number, including ETFs, was 8 this morning. Right now it's 7. What does that mean? Does anybody want to take a guess before I explain it to you? Does anybody want to take a guess? The chat is open. You're giving me a conclusion, Anil. I'm asking you what it means. Anil says it'll go down. No calls to buy. Short squeeze. Yes, it's a short squeeze. It's just a consolidation. It's just shorts taking profits, but not buying. I'm going to repeat this again. Shorts are taking profits. They're taking profits. They're readjusting their positions. There's readjustments, but what are they doing with that money? They're not putting it in the stock market on the long side. They're taking it out of the market or changing it to different shorts or putting it in gold, Sean. Thank you for that. John says, if interest rates are rising in existing bonds, and existing bonds in the market have their prices to go because they have lower rates than what is currently offered, I would pay you full price of 4. If I can't 5 in the market for same, opposite rates are dropping. You're talking about short-term rates. We're talking about long-term rates. Guys, Liberty and John, we're talking about long-term rates. Long-term rates don't work that way. Long-term rates are market-driven, not economy-driven. Taking profit, yeah. Elico says, can you help with Zim holding 1,000 shares to protect me up to protect from going down as they are paying $3 dividend? No, Elico, I would tell you to stop doing that. Stop doing that. Don't do that. That's what I would tell you. Isn't the formula for saying we should go gold for saying we should go into gold market? I've been saying that I'm pretty bullish on the gold market for several days. This morning I had GFI and WPM as my 2 picks. And I said to you guys, I'm giving you 2 gold stocks this morning. GFI, and WPM. 2 gold stocks this morning. 2. Out of all the stocks, out of 4 stocks, 2 of them were gold stocks. So there's, yeah. So don't do that, Hefe and Sean. Don't do that. Oh, warning shots have been fired. Here we go. All right, let me give you guys some stocks to the downside that I like. And here's how I would play it, okay? By the way, speaking of playing, what's that stock we went short on this morning? Etsy. Oh, by the way, if you didn't get out of Etsy at 40, you can get out now at 44.64. By the way, did anybody make money on Etsy? Going once, going twice? Our fill was 44.79. It's now at 44.65. Can you do early morning sessions? PJ, I do. I do early morning sessions. I do them at 8 o'clock every day. You mean earlier than 8 o'clock? Good. Everybody made money. Vernon, good. Okay, good. All right. All right, so let me give you my stocks to the downside, and then I'll tell you how I would play them, okay? UPS. I like UPS to the downside. But I told you, hold a runner, didn't I, Scotty? Apple. Target. This is a beauty right now. Oh, that looks good. Ooh, let me circle it. So the market's going up. What has Target been doing intraday? Can't get above the 8-day. Can't get it up. We love stocks that can't get it up above the 200 intraday. And I mean the VWAP intraday and then coming down. Palantir. Palantir, PJ? Nothing is going on. Somebody asked me about Palantir yesterday. It's wedged. It's pinched. It's between the 50 and the 100. You got to wait for Palantir to trade above this, above right here, above 92, or below 74. All right, let's continue. All right, so UPS, I like it, but I don't love it. DVA, I like it, but I don't love it. Apple, I like it a lot. Look what it's telling the VWAP coming down. I like Apple. Uh, Target, I really like Target a lot. A lot. D-Dog, not right now. Maybe for a swing, but not right now. Folks, I'm giving you a list of my stocks. I'm not. This is not pick the best stock. D-Dog, not right now. Starbucks, oh yes. So far, Target, Apple, Starbucks. If you are in Palantir like me, it will keep up. Uh, FedEx, eh, H. Hmm. So if I'm giving you a list, but out of these three, I like Apple, I like Target, and I like Starbucks. Would you like me to give you the option for all three? Cyrus, PJ used to be my Pilates coach. Remember, guys, when I used to go to Pilates all the time? That was with PJ. And then she got into the market after I quit Pilates. Timing is everything, right? All right, let me give you the options for this. Let's start with Apple. 23 days out, 69 delta, 225s right here. And if you're day trading it, 9 days out, 71 delta, 222.50. All right. Next one is Target. I like Target to the short side. 23 days out, 69 delta, 113 puts. 113 puts. And if you're day trading it, 9 days out, 72 puts. Look at that. I'm giving you guys like full service today. I got to tell you, Matt, we sure give them a lot of stuff here, don't we?
We do.
And Starbucks, your target on Starbucks is the 200-day moving average right here. So don't go close 35-day trading like we talked about earlier. See, got 35% right there. You got us 35% on the day trade. Which option did you do, Jason? Tell us which option that you did. Starbucks, if you're day trading, you want to go 9 days out, 75 or 68. You could choose between right here, either 100 or 101 put on Starbucks with a target of 93. And that is it. Now, Matt is going to take over the screen. I want to give you another preview of the launch. We made some more progress, and I changed a couple of things to make it clearer for you guys to watch. So I want to show you. I am Ken. I'm greatly considering charging for the room again. I am. The VIP room is amazing. If I do say so myself. But what I wanted to tell you was, now I forgot what I wanted to say. What was I saying? I was saying something. Yes, I made changes, but there was something I wanted to say. I don't remember what it is. All right, Matt, can you share your screen and I'll walk them through? You just use your mouse and I'll narrate. So I want to show you guys this again, the new system. Yeah. Hey, Vladimir, how are you? Oh, perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. Okay. 2 signals. Is this from yesterday, Matt? The red one?
Red one's from yesterday.
And the green one is from today?
Yeah.
Okay, now, folks, I want you to see. Now, this is the first I'm seeing this today. I haven't looked at this yet. All right. Look on the left. Look where the signals occurred. This is great, Matt. I love this. Have been saying all along, VIP room again, giving everyone meat. So, folks, look where the short happened yesterday, and look at the yellow line yesterday. Matt, it would be great if you take your mouse and show exactly what I'm narrating right now.
Yeah, but I need to know what you're talking about.
The red line, the red entry yesterday.
The cloud, the
yes.
arrow.
Yes.
Okay.
You guys see what I'm talking about? Move it for just a quick second. Look at the timing of that entry, guys. And then look at the timing of today's entry. You know, Matt, all we should do is just leave this on. We shouldn't even I'm going to take a screenshot of this and send this to Dave. Like this is like the best promo for my new system, okay? Look at where the entry occurred. Guys, look where the entry occurred yesterday and look where the entry occurred this morning. Look at the green. Matt is going to show you where the green. Look at that. So I told you this was the left side is for timing tops and bottoms. How did we do timing the last two tops and bottoms in the stock market over the last 2 days? What would you say on a scale of 1 to 10? You can't make this up. You can't make this up if you tried. Look at that. So check this out, right? Check this out. So you see how the clouds. So look at the top. Look at the top. You see where the top, the red arrow is, and you see where the shading is. Look at the bottom of the shading, folks. So when you get an arrow, you get the shading. The shading is where you're supposed to take profit. Steve says, what's the difference between this indicator and the Pro Trader dashboard? One is for stocks, like one is for day trading and swing trading stocks. This is for 0, 1, 2. This is for scalping, short-term trading, crazy shit in the market. The truth is, if you have to ask, you're probably not ready for it. Well, I hope you are, but probably not. This is like, okay, this is like somebody put together a McLaren for you, okay? This is like a McLaren of day trading. It's like night and day. The Pro Trader dashboard is an amazing tool for stocks. This is for like heavy duty day trading, all right? Like 0DT, 1ZT, SPY, NASDAQ, that kind of stuff. Futures, Bitcoin, MEX 7 stocks. This is like for day traders. Basically, I've put together a McLaren for you guys. But I wanted you to see something cool. Look how this thing picked the top from Now, everybody who's in my day trading class, do you guys remember strong high, strong low, reversal bars? Do you see that? So the shading is where the profit target is. So somebody would say, hey, Roger, so okay, I know where to enter. I enter on that area where Matt is about to show you with his cat mouse. But where's the profit target? Show them where the profit target is, Matt. The edge of the shading. The shade box pops up at the moment you get the signal. You could, Michael. Yes, we'll be talking about that too. You could. But that's the profit target. Where's the stop loss? If it goes on the opposite side of the shading. That's your stop loss right there, and that's your profit target right there. Where's my profit target? It's right on your screen in front of your face. For it's based on a 1-to-1 ratio of risk. Not bad, huh? The momentum, now go to the bottom. Matt, go to the bottom. Line up vertically. Line up your eyes vertically with the red down arrow. Look at the red down arrow. Look at what happens. You see the blue? Momentum is going up. What happens right after the momentum changes? What happens? The blue goes away and it changes to red and yellow to the downside. What do you think that's telling you? You don't have to. You will, Dave, but not today. You'll have to give it to me on Wednesday, or next week. By the way, we confirmed today from Brian, we have an A-OK on TradingView. So all of you Canadians, I don't want to hear from you. TradingView, don't want to hear from you. Full functionality, I don't want to hear from you anymore. I can't get Thinkorswim to work. TradingView. I'm in Canada. TradingView. I don't like Thinkorswim. TradingView. Full. So now, Matt, show them vertically what happened where the green arrow occurred. Go down now from that area. Red. What happens a few bars after that? Where does price go? Roger, I'm colorblind. I don't like the blue and the red and the yellow. You know what? Go below to the oscillator. It's the same thing, just without the colors. There's nothing you can say that I haven't thought about. There's nothing that this thing doesn't do that I've thought about. Well, Roger, the market is not going sideways. The market is trending. Okay, great. Go to the right side of the screen. Blow it up a little bit so they could see it. See the arrows? The arrows combined with momentum to tell you when to buy, when to sell. The exit is the VWAP line, which is the orange line. The arrow tells you when to get in, and a stop loss is the orange line at every given time if you're trending. How do you know if you're trending or not? Is the orange line going sideways, or is the orange line going up? Is the orange line moving vertically? Show them the orange line. See how it's moving directionally? That means you trade the right side. What if the orange line is moving sideways? You trade the left side of the screen. Well, what about market internals? How do I know about market internals? Well, guess what? Go to the boxes on top left. Advanced decline line, the VIX, the tick, the implied volatility. And you know what we're going to have there? The Dow Jones, up or down on the day, green or red, the Russell, and the NASDAQ. That's what we're working on next.
Hopefully.
I know somebody who has it on there, Matt. So it's on Thinkorswim. So it's not hopefully. It's somebody who has it. So I know if they can do it, you can do it. So full oscillators with zero delay on the bottom, full arrows to get you into trades, and look at how this thing caught the last two trades. I mean, honestly, that to me is super cool. I want to make sure Dave has that. Yeah, that is so cool. That is so cool. All right, can you give them the folks? This is going to be very, very cool. This is going to be very, very cool. I don't know what MBD stands for. What does the MBD stand for, Matt? It should be the non-lag indicator, but what does it stand for?
Where do you see that?
MBD right there.
Um,
I don't even know. I think middle B. I don't even know what the hell it stands for.
I'm trying to remember why I named it that.
Well, we're going to change it to the Clyde line, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's Master Blaster Disaster. That's what it is.
I knew you'd remember. No, guys. Master Blaster Disaster. Remember I told you I threatened to come out with an indicator and call it the Master Blaster of Disaster?
Little Easter egg.
I did about 3 years ago, right?
Let's
Master Blaster of Disaster. You can call it whatever you want. I think you should just call it the Clyde line, okay? All right, we're going to call it the Clyde line. It means, Hedva, take a look at price action and look at the oscillator. You'll see for yourself. All you got to do is follow price, look on the left, follow price, and follow the lines, and follow the blue. The blue and the baby blue is strong, and the red and the yellow is weak. And then you could see the oscillator below. It's very self-explanatory. It's so simple that I don't need to explain anything to you guys. All you have to do is look at it for 3 seconds and you'll be able to figure it out. Dave, I told you we got the okay for Brian. Except HG. The only difference between this one, it actually does not have any lag. And it doesn't have any divergence. And it actually works really well. Now, originally, I just was planning on selling you the oscillator. I wasn't even planning on selling you anything else. But then I decided to go crazy and make a complete platform. Yes, it's very easy. You have the max move, probable move, likely move. Look at how it hit the move both times. You know what? Let me share my screen. I'm done with this. Matt, I'm a better director than you are.
That's fine.
Huh?
So that's fine. Take it away.
I'm going to take it away. I have the screenshot. Go ahead and remove your screen so I can share my screen. Thank you. Here. I need to choreograph. Okay. So it's so new he hasn't even installed it on my screen yet. So likely move, probable move, max move. Hits it right here and gives you a profit target immediately at the moment the arrow is alerted. At the moment the arrow is alerted. Okay? At the moment the arrow is alerted. Stop loss right here. Your entry would be right here. Right there at the close of this arrow. And your stop loss will be right here and your profit target is right here. And if you want to keep going, you can go to the VWAP. Okay? Same thing here. Here's your entry. I mean, literally, look at this thing. This is fantastic. I love this. I'm going to show this to Dave. And that's the copywriter. Entry right here. First profit target. You want to write it further? Here's your second profit target. If you want to write it further, here's your third profit target. Don't go beyond that point. I made it so simple that I decided to use lines, 3 lines. Every day you get 3 lines. 3 lines here, 3 lines here, and here it just gives you the entry signals immediately. If this line is moving down or up aggressively, you don't look here. That means the market's trending. If this line is moving sideways like this, or like this, like it's doing yesterday or today, this is your best friend right here. Also, I'm going to teach you how to use market internals, just like I taught you in the full-time trading class. So you can use this alongside the indicator to give you full market internals. So if you want to be able to time the S&P 500 and trade options and make 20, 30, 50, 100% return per day potential, this is a way to do it. Is the errors show up on the graph real time? Is the errors? Arrows. Oh, yeah, it shows up in real time, Elico. Yes. Farid, it uses momentum, real-time momentum. I had a class on momentum, and I'm going to teach you exactly what momentum. The only tool that can predict price better than anything else is momentum. This oscillator right here is based on no lag momentum. There is nothing quite like it in this world available. You know why I've created it? Because I wanted to have an oscillator that actually worked with the stock market. So I finally created one myself. And I will teach you the formula for this. It's not a secret. I'm going to teach you the formula for this. Very simple formula. It's so simple, you're going to think it's crazy, but it has no lag. Momentum precedes price. No, you're not going to see anything like this. Now, how about this, guys? How many technical indicators do you think are in here? One. This whole thing, all of this whole thing, the arrows, the stop loss, the profit target, this has no technical indicators. It's not one. This has one. It has one moving average. That's it. One moving average. No, Chris, it does not use Fibonacci. Yeah, well, VWAP is not a technical indicator. VWAP is a market internal. It uses market internals. Remember what I always tell you, in order to trade stocks and stock assets successfully, you can't use indicators that were created for the commodity market 50 years ago. Look at how this thing catches lows and highs. These are the last 2 signals, by the way. Yeah. I think I have Thinkorswim. How do I add this pro dashboard? This is not a pro trader dashboard. This is the Alpha Zone Pro. And it has nothing to do with pro trader dashboard. This is for folks who are like sitting there in front of the computers who want to day trade and scalp all day long. That's what this is for. Oh, yes, Jesse, options. It's mostly for options. Matter of fact, every trade we've put on since we started using it has been an option trade. And there will be a service that goes with it that will be doing options on S&P 500, QQQ, maybe E-minis, and you could do E-minis. By the way, if you guys have $500 or $50, so Roger, I can't trade that program because I don't have a $25,000 account. Well, you know what? You need $50 to trade micro E-minis, and you could trade micro E-minis. This is designed for micro E-minis. Yes, Doug. Yes. Perfectly, actually. Like better than anything else. Yeah. Yes, this is for same day or 2 day options. This is unless you're doing stock options. Yes. How do I learn to? I'm going to do a full 7 hour class on how to use it. Nestor, they're making it for TradingView right now. Jeremy, call customer support. All right, guys, I will let you be. I will let you go. I will see you guys in 55 minutes when I will be doing another webinar. It'll be fantastic. And I cannot wait to present this program, and we'll be talking about it every day till next Wednesday when we secretively launch. No, actually, we're officially launching it on Wednesday, next Wednesday. Unofficially, I'm gonna do a little surprise that I'm not telling anyone about. I'm going off the cuff, and I'm gonna do a little pre-sell on Saturday. But don't tell anybody. It'll be our little secret. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys. And Matt, post a link. Please post a link in. And I'll see you guys later. And I'll do the Bollinger Band class tomorrow here. I'll do it tomorrow here. I promise. I'll do it. All right. It'll be very, very cool. All right, guys. I'll see you later. And hopefully we'll have some more trades today. Bye, guys. I'll see you in a few minutes. All right. What a good class today, right, Matt? Great session. Great session.